Little Maggie in the corner over there. Hi everybody, I am Sardonic Poultry, and just to warn you, in this video I'm going to talk about some things that might be triggering to some people. And yeah, so just to warn you, I'm gonna talk about bullying, and I'm going to this is going to be a very personal video. So if you get triggered by hearing about abuse or bullying, physical or verbal, then you might want to stop watching. Now, it's your choice. I'm not saying that you can't watch this. I'm not saying that you have to watch this. If you don't, continue if you want to. Do whatever the hell you want, alright? Nowadays, people tell me that they think I'm a pretty nice guy, and a lot of my friends tell me that they trust me quite a lot. And I'm very lucky to have people that trust me so much and that they can rely on me so much. But I haven't always been like this. When I was in elementary school, and for the first few years of high school, I was kind of an asshole. It was my philosophy that it was better to hurt other people than to be hurt. Every time and every day in elementary school, when I woke up, I would basically flip a coin to see if I was going to get bullied or be a bully. And I would be in a constant cycle of guilt and depression, because if I wasn't an aggressive person, then people would treat me like shit. And I would get picked on constantly. I would get beaten up. I would have medicine balls dropped on my chest. People would throw basketballs at my head from across the gym. People would hit me with sticks and call me a faggot. But if I was an aggressive person, I would always feel guilty. I would feel sad because I kept hurting other people. But I would feel good because at least I wasn't being hurt for once. And nowadays I always worry if the people that knew me back then would still see me like that. Still see me like that person who was always hurting other people. Because I used to hit people all the time. I would get in fights. I would hold people on the ground and fart on them. I would sit on them. I would tackle people to the ground. I was just a gigantic asshole. And it carried on for years. I would protect my friends like you wouldn't believe. But I would lose friends all the time too. Honestly, it was hard to keep a friend for any more than a couple months. I had a few people that stuck with me for a long time. That was nice that they stuck with me. Eventually, when I got to high school, I thought to myself that it was time for a fresh start. There was going to be so many people that didn't know me. My reputation of being both a loner who no one wanted to be around and being a bully who people were afraid of, those reputations wouldn't be there anymore. And I would get to start from scratch and create a new image of myself. I could be happier and people would accept me. But no, I was still picked on a lot when I went into high school. people would still make fun of me, still hit me, still pick on me for the dumbest of reasons. If I make one screw up in class, everyone was on my ass. And if I knew all the right answers to questions, then people would call me a know-it-all. No one would want to sit near me. So I kept getting super aggressive, and I kept taking my anger out on everyone else. Eventually, in 10th grade, so my 3rd year in high school, my friend Arthur and I had rubber bands, and we were snapping a kid named Aishel with them. Aishel, he's a really stocky kid. Like, his body shape, broad-shouldered, fucking box. He looked heavy, but it was all muscle. He didn't even work out or anything. He was just built that way. So Arthur and I were snapping this kid with rubber bands for weeks, every gym class. We didn't stop. Wouldn't leave the kid alone. Eventually, he told us to stop enough that he just got sick of it. I snapped him once more with a rubber band, a big industrial rubber band from a barbecue box that my dad brought home because he worked at Home Depot building barbecues at the time. I snapped Aishel with it, left a mark. He turned around, raised his fist, and then I was on the floor. I don't remember the moment of impact. I don't remember him moving his fist towards me. I don't remember falling to the ground. I don't remember my glasses pushing into the side of my face. All I remember is one moment he raised his fist. I thought, oh shit. And then I was on the floor. My face was covered in my blood and my tears. There was a cut up there, and I think it's still there, but it's scarred over. It's been almost 2 years now. But in the moments when I was picking myself off the ground, I felt like I was picking myself up piece by piece. I thought I fucked up. I shouldn't be doing this. It's not worth it to hurt other people, whether I get hurt or not. Why the fuck can't I be the nice guy for once? It's not worth it to take my anger out on everyone else, people that don't deserve it. Now Aishel and I are friends. And I trust him, and to an extent, he trusts me. We game every once in a while, playing Paladins, and I played Smite with him once. It's not really my thing. But yeah, he's a good guy. And I regret being such an ass to him and everyone before him. And every time I see someone who used to go to Valley View Elementary with me, anyone who was ever in a class with me at some point, anyone I ever might have seen at recess, I look back and think, what would have happened in the last few years if I wasn't the way I was back then? Things would probably be so much better for everyone if I wasn't such an asshole. I'm not gonna say I'm a white knight. Not gonna say I'm a fucking saint who's always there for everyone and always protects every single person that I see. I'm honestly still a coward in a lot of ways. But when someone helps me and shows me kindness, I'll definitely pay it back. Because someone who's nice, someone who's kind and generous, deserves to get that paid back to them. I don't help people because I feel obligated to help. I help people because it's just the good thing to do. I'm not a hero. I'm not a saint. I'm not perfect by any means. I don't want to be. But I want to try and be a nice guy. I don't want to be an asshole. I want to try and people have just one good day every once in a while. I don't want to try and make up for everything that I did, but I want to try and make things better in the future. I want to try and move past the things that I did. If I had a chance to apologize to the people that I hurt, I would definitely take it. Thanks for watching, guys. Sorry this went so long.